We have reached our last segment discussing about Brand Finance Banking 500 Report 2015. We're going to have another view from Mr. Samir Dixit as the Managing Director at Brand Finance Asia Pacific to conclude his view toward our topic. Now, what main actually message we can take by using this survey as the references, especially for the industrial player and the business people in the banking industry here in ASEAN and generally in Asia. You said that Asia becoming the forefront of growth in the banking industry. What should we do in terms of maintaining and gaining the momentum from this?
I think the momentum is developing. The key question is who amongst the Asian and ASEAN banks will be able to capitalize more on that. If you look at the current context, till last year, there was only one ASEAN bank, which was a AAA rated brand, which was CIMB. This year, there are three. So DBS and Mandiri have both become a AAA rated brand. Honestly, between the three, if I had to choose saying who will be able to capitalize most on the strength of the brand, it will be DBS and CIMB. I don't think Mandiri is in a position from their brand positioning, from their market expansion point of view, to capitalize on the strength of the brand. And I think that's where the big difference lies. Who can be not just a strong brand, but use it more effectively to drive the business growth, and who is just a strong brand and they're just happy with that.
If I may rephrase our discussion in the earlier segmentation, in the end, this kind of ranking level is not about making you feel good about your business, but can be used as the reference in terms of understanding what should be done, what needs to be re-strategized, learning from the other business success story as well. How can Indonesia generally use this annual report to improve our banking industry sector? Have we actually used this as the main reference to improve our industry in the banking?
Well, if you ask all the Indonesian banks, I'm not sure even all of them are aware of it to begin with. So that's the first point. What you're not aware of will never bother you. You'll never do anything about it. Those who are aware about it then need to understand what are the key areas of efficiency or inefficiency, not just amongst each other. The problem in Indonesian market, the way we've seen, is whether it's the global rankings or the top 100 Indonesian brands, they're very happy looking at themselves and their past. So if you've grown 10% from last year, oh, fantastic, that's a great result. Hold on, it's not a great result because the world is grown at 20% and you are only grown 10%. So what will happen in 3 to 5 years' time is the world is going like this and you are going like this. From 100, you'll become 120, you'll become 150, and soon you'll disappear. So that's something that they have to keep this whole global context in front of them. The thing about this Banking 500 is it's a global benchmark. It is pegging them against everyone else around the world. So it's not something that is been created for just Indonesia alone. This is a true global benchmark which tells you how you're performing globally. To be honest with you, they're actually not doing so badly. There are at least 3 Indonesian bank brands which are 1 billion plus. There was only Mandiri before, now there are 2 more which are $1 billion plus. So there are more banks joining the $1 billion club, if you can call it. The question is, where do you go from here? And don't look back. Mandiri has grown only 5%. I'm sure they're not going to really lose sleep over it. Guess what? The BC and BRIs have grown 30%, 40%. So why is the number one bank not achieving the 30%, 40% growth in brand value when you have become such a strong brand as well? I think those are the things to examine and start to worry about. Then look at yourself and say, okay, I was 110, now I'm 103.
All right, before we close up our show, major question remaining. Where are we, Indonesian banking, in this rank, in this survey of Brand Finance Banking 500 2015?
Well, they're just touching the 100 mark. So Mandiri is at 107 this year.
Okay, Mandiri.
So that's very good. Then you have BRI, then you have BCA, then you have BNI. All of them are in the top 150 to 200. Then you have Danamons and the Sinarmas, etc., which are further down the ladder.
Okay.
So there are all of 7 Indonesian banks. So that's a good number to have. But when you look at amongst all the banks in Indonesia, well, it's a very appalling percentage when you compare them with all the banks in Indonesia.
We need to struggle and put some effort more. Yes. Mr. Samir Dixit, you are the Managing Director at Brand Finance at Asia Pacific. Thank you so much for your time all the way from Singapore to Jakarta. I wish you the best luck for your team as well at Brand Finance Asia
Thank
Pacific.
you for having me
Thank
over.
you so much.
Thank you very much.
And let's wrap up our talk show for this time. Hope to have you soon in the next Economic Buzz with other issues to bring up in the discussion. I'm Erwin Surya Brata, wishing you the best luck in doing your business today. Let's talk about your business in eBuzz, only on MNC Business. We are the first business channel in Indonesia.